much to our masters of ceremony. For a minute there, I was at my head down, paying attention to the urgent and coming message, and I heard them say inspiring, so I figured they must have been talking about someone else. But it's good that the few words that I shared a few weeks ago up at ICCI resonated with all of you, because that's very important. It's certainly not lost on me that throughout every individual's life, they will come to many functions, they will attend many ceremonies, including graduations, and does this keep tripping out? Okay, well, I'll hold it and hope that I'll keep it going, including many graduations and other commencement services. And I clearly understand that not everything is going to be remembered with all the best will in the world. Let me first start off by congratulating all the participants who have successfully made it through the program. Your commitment is what is going to separate you from many, many other young people, not only in our community, but your peers globally. As I've said on many occasions, I want Passport to Success to be something that ultimately goes out of business. I want us to infuse the principles of this program within our compulsory education sector and do it to such a standard that this program is not needed for young people. That is ultimately the mission of the Ministry of Education. To not just have children go through our care and sit exams at the very end, but to be meaningfully impacted in such a way that they have skills, coping skills, idea literacy skills, attitudinal skills, something that all of us seem to take for granted and don't recognize is actually a skill. Attitudinal skills that is going to have them prepared to be able to meaningfully contribute in society. For a long time, not just in Cayman, but in many other countries, we have had a real disconnect from what we do in formal education to what young people ultimately need to bridge the gap from school to either further education or the world of work. And that has been my clear focus as minister, is recognizing that we are in the business of ensuring that the necessary bridges to success are put in place for every single child who is within our care, within our education service, and within our education system. I want to also go on record for thanking the program coordinator, Wellness Center, but in particular Phil and Tasha for the outstanding job that you continue to do. This program is about changing lives. Thus far, I think it's been a tremendous success. When I speak to the employers who have been the recipients of our participants, it gives me a lot of hope for everything that we continue to do. We're also, next year, going to be looking at a couple of other target audiences, looking at single mothers and young men who are a little too old to participate in this program. From all the data that we have, it is clear that those are two areas, two focus groups that need this sort of program as well to assist them in navigating those very, very choppy waters called adulthood. I also want to echo some of the words that I shared 12 short weeks ago. There's only one person in the world that each of us can control. That's ourselves. Life is about what we are going to do, what choices we are going to make. And we have to admit that certainly in the Western world, where we have taken our education, social systems, and expected by age 16 or 17 that we are going to have citizens who are going to be able to be equipped and make a lot of very important and critical decisions. And not only do that, but for those of them who wind up in the world of work, to be able to navigate those waters, to just seamlessly take up their place in society. We've been kidding ourselves. Every single society has been struggling with this whole concept around how young people integrate and become a part of society. It is no surprise that globally, the highest rate of unemployment is among those between 17 and 24 years old. No surprise whatsoever. And so the one thing that we are trying to do in addition to getting our young people better prepared and equipped is to provide them seamless bridges to further education. My vision, the government's vision, is for our young people to continue to be involved in some form of further education up until they're around 20 or 21 years of age. It is vital for us as a community to achieve that goal. In achieving that goal, we will have lower rates of unemployment, more satisfied people, therefore better and stronger families and better communities. We don't just create better communities by hoping for them and aspiring to them. We do it by meaningfully and strategically working toward them. Young people, for you who have made this through this program, you've heard the statistics that Ms. Seymour has read out about how much greater your prospects are for your way forward. But as she rightly said, the most important thing though is about whether this program has changed your lives or not. About whether you see yourselves completely different today than you did 12 weeks ago. About how you are going to take those changes and build upon them for your futures. That ultimately is what's going to define your personal